Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys. Back with more Unlimited Gacha level 9,999 as we get this really great episode, this really satisfying episode about getting revenge and the first stop to getting revenge. And my goodness, was it a damn good episode. Well, I'm recording this yesterday. Sorry I didn't get this episode out sooner. I've just been enjoying or playing Digimon. Zenless Zone Zero actually came out with their new patch, and if you've been paying attention, what is it? If you've been paying attention, obviously the channel, I've been doing live streams of Zenless Zone Zero, at least a 2.3 story, and then Pokemon Legends ZA just came out, so I've been playing that as well. A lot of games on my plate, so I gotta manage my time between this and everything. So regardless, this episode was just amazing for all the right reasons, because what a perfect way to get one of the freaking people from his former party in the Wolf Dude to legitimately realize, oh, we fucked up. We made a fucking mistake. I think we pissed off the wrong guy. Our boy Light, he is definitely sadistic in his own way, and he scared the ever-living shit out of this guy. So, this episode basically starts off with our said Wolf character. Again, he's still as cocky as when we first saw him in the first episode, after, treating Light the way he treat him. And he does make the mention, he's like, albeit we never found his body, whatever, it is what it is, it's taken care of. Because remember, 3 years had passed, so he definitely does think that, like, he definitely thinks, like, well, it's no big deal, there's nothing else. So, he has his own pub and everything, and he's got his own group. I don't know, maybe, maybe his party he's with, they all kind of leave to go do their own things and stuff like that. And legitimately, whenever they have a mission, they gotta go do it together. That's what I'm guessing. Also, we do see another moment where we see like a human character like scrounging around, and again, it seems like the other races in this fantasy world actually treat the humans like, honest to God, poor slaves or freaks, right? Which is interesting how this world is kind of like, or this world is like, the fact that humans in this world legitimately are ostracized, and they're the ones that are kind of being deemed as the ones that are being racist or getting race baited, which, coincidentally enough, funny enough, when you live in this country, there's a lot of racism going on here, in terms of the United States, but you get my point, right? It is interesting to say. So I do wonder, like, how did it get to that? I don't think we're ever gonna, understand how it got to that point. But it's clear that we see the other races in typical fantasy world. In this world, they treat humans like fucking garbage. So there's that. Now, this is like one of the first points of Light's plan. So he sent May to go talk to his wolf buddy. And she basically is like, hey, I'm here to, to look to see if you can take me to Master Light, like, burial. Like, I heard you were in his party, he was in your party and everything, and stuff like that. Now, Wolf Boy's like, Master Light? Like, I didn't know this dude was, like, rich or noble. And he's like, well, yeah. Me and him, we were best friends. I definitely enjoyed being around him. But, he got caught up in a monster and he tragically died, He just got, I felt so bad about it and everything. She's like, well, if that's the case, could you take me to the dungeon so then I could at least see the area where he passed away, so then I can pay my respects, right? And obviously, now, Wolf Boy, he kind of is like, hold on. Could this be a trap? Or could this be some sort of setup? And then he's like, whatever, who knows? But then, before he kind of judges May back with like, okay, then what's the whole point? Why are you doing this? She's like, look, I'll pay you handsomely if you take me to that area. And it's like 3 gold, like, I guess you can say 3 gold bars. And all the wolves and all the other wolf characters like, oh my goodness, what the heck? So Obviously, Wolf Boy is not going to turn that good money down. So he's like, yeah, sure, miss, I'll help you out there. So they go to the dungeon and they go take May to the part of the dungeon where obviously Lloyd almost got killed. Now Wolf Boy is like, we ain't gonna find nothing. I'll just play this girl like a fiddle. And when I get her, I'll be looking at that voluptuous body of hers and I'm gonna desecrate it basically on Lloyd's grave, right? He basically was talking about like how he's gonna like, I guess you can say assault her, like maybe sexually, I'm guessing. But you know, anything to do to torture, like, so they get to the area. May basically pretends like as she's paying respects and everything, and Wobo's like, "Hey, come on, let's get her. Like, let's jump her, right?" But then obviously May's like making a comment. She's like, "Well," and as she's doing this, she's like, "Well, now you guys are going to pay for what you've done." Now, Wolf is like, "Wait, what are you talking about? Why did her demeanor change like that?" And then all of a sudden, within an instant, she cuts up two of the wolf's heads, and the dude's like, "What? Huh? What the heck's going on?" And all of a sudden, I'm just like, "Oh, she's about to murk these dudes." But I'm like, "Bro, can Light get here so he can murk the main dude?" So Light does show up, and Light is absolutely walking out there, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And dude is like, "No, no, no, no. You're supposed to be dead. You're not Light. You're not Light." And Light's like, "Oh no, it's me, all right." And he basically signifies that it is him. And he's like, "Oh my goodness." And obviously, you know, Wolfboy's like, "Oh, look at this. You had this girl, you know, protect you. Make sure that she saved your life. Well, guess what, buddy? Ain't gonna be you. You're gonna die. Now I have the right to kill you. And I'm not letting you get out of here at all, right?" And obviously, Light is like, "Okay, yeah, you can try. It ain't gonna change anything, but you can try, right?" So, you have it to where, dude brings out like this wolf thing, this like wolf crystallized beast. Makes this thing fire essentially a hyper beam, bro. Light takes it with absolute ease. And obviously, dude is shocked. He's like, "You're supposed to be dead from that. How are you still alive? How are you still alive?" And obviously, Light's like, "Oh, come on. This is easy to block, right? This is easy to block too." And we do see Light do kind of get a little bit physical and kind of get hand to hand, and he starts like kicking some of the wolves and obviously main dude's ass with ease, right? And he's just like, "What the frick, bro?" So Light is like, "Listen, I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure you know something worse than fear, right? Or worse than death, right?" So he summons this wolf, right? And this wolf destroys the dude's wolf instantly. That freaks his other co-workers, or his other guild mates and everything, and then him, like, he's scared shitless, right? He is scared shitless. Like, there was a part in the freaking episode, dude, I was cracking up, bro. I'm like, dog, you see this dude piss his pants, bro. Like, he literally is pissing his pants because he's that scared, bro. I was just like, "Oh my goodness. This man is over here pissing his pants. He's scared as all shit. I'm enjoying this. I'm loving this. I can't wait to see what the hell's gonna happen next," right? So, what happens next is basically Lloyd's like, "All right, now tell me something, right? What's your thoughts? You believe you believe I'm stronger than you, right?" And obviously, you know, the other was like, "Man, you ain't stronger than us. You know, you will kick your ass and everything." And basically, main dude is like, "Hey, shut up. You're only trying to die." But the next thing you know, May just comes in, boom, kills all of them. And this dude's like, "Oh, oh, 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 shit." And basically, Lloyd is like, "Look," he's like, "we killed them because May has an ability to see if they're telling the truth. So I would advise you if you to basically tell the truth to me because otherwise you're going to die, right? And this is when Light asks, like, so do you think that I could beat basically the kingdom's army and everything, right? And Wolf Boy's like, yes, 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 yes. Yes, you're really strong and everything. You can, but look, I will say they have accumulated a lot of forces, so it may be difficult for you to defeat them. And Light is like, yeah, I figured that. Figured you'd say something like that. So, yeah. This is when he ended up saying that live, I'm gonna make you understand what's worse than death, right? So he transports him to his throne room. He walks up to the throne room. Freaking Wolf Boy's like, what the hell is this? And basically it's like, all right, everybody, stand up and show this peasant over here your level. And these people reveal their levels, bro. And oh my goodness. When you saw this wolf dude go from his blue fur to white, the man was looking at everything. And when he even saw that Lloyd was level 9,999, and then he sees like there's other people that's the same level, and then the fact that his entire army, the lowest level we see were like, I guess you can say these dragon pawns, right? That were like 1,500, level 1,500. The wolf is, and we see how when the wolf summoned that that crystallized wolf, it was only level 500. This dude is looking at everybody in this dude's army, Light's army, and they're over basically damn near 1,000, level 1,000. And this man, he's looking at this, and again, his fur goes from blue to gray instantly. His eyes wide out, and you can and he literally says like, holy shit, we created a fucking monster. And you already fucking know, like, this dude, I bet you he probably regrets doing what he did all that time. Because now he knows, oh, we're screwed. And Light does say, like, hey man, it's kind of up to how the world views me, I'm strong, so if the world rejects it, then everybody will just die. That's plain and simple. Everybody's just gonna die. If not, and they will leave me alone, I'll let them go. But that's the thing. He also does ask about he also did ask the wolf about the I forgot what the title was, but basically the being that they were looking for that they thought what Light was, which I guess you want to be honest, maybe that's what Light is. But he did ask about that, and that also played a factor, and it seemed like Lloyd wants to know more about that. But regardless, this episode was absolutely amazing. I kind of do wish we kind of did see the dude die, but then again, like, dude pissed his pants. And in a weird way, he kind of did die due to the fear. He kind of died due to fear, and he probably knows, like, oh shit, we're fucked. And we fucked with the wrong guy. And now, shit's gonna get crazy. It looks like Lloyd is gonna take his forces up to the surface, and he's gonna commence war. So I'm very intrigued to see where this story is gonna go going forward. But I think it was just hilarious to see this man scared absolutely shitless. I can't believe this man understood, and he did beg, which was funny because I'm like, I knew it. He begged for his forgiveness and apologies and everything. And to be honest, he probably was sincere about it too, because they didn't show him like, I'm gonna use this to kill this guy at the last moment, right? No, he basically was begging because he knows he's outclassed, right? So regardless, a good episode of Unlimited Gacha 99 level 9,999 and things like that. But if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit the subscribe button if you want to get more content, as well as any other anime content I upload to the channel. But till then, guys, stay safe there, have a great rest of your day or your night, or watching this video. Till then, guys, peace.